Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I would like to share with everyone how I acquired this 1967 Case 130 garden tractor. I've had the tractor for quite a while, but I've never really done a video on it. Well, I did a video on it when it was still at the place where I bought it. So I acquired this tractor from a scrapyard. I actually saved it from a wrecking yard. It was sitting in a bunch of weeds with a Case 220, and like I said, I have a video of that on my channel if you want to go and try and find it. But so this was sitting in the wrecking yard, and so what happened was I was on my way home from school one day. I was driving back, and I saw this peeking out from behind the fence. So I went into the scrapyard, and I went to the offices and I inquired about it. And it took quite a bit of persuasion to finally get them to let go of it. I don't know why they wanted to hold on to it if they were just going to crush it. But anyways, so I managed to persuade the owner to sell it to me. And I went and picked it up, and I brought it back here. That was back in July. I first saw this tractor in June, actually. That was when I first saw it. And I made a price you couldn't refuse to sell it for, and I ended up with it. You very rarely see the Case 130s. You know, you'll see the larger ones. You'll see the 190s and even the later ones like the 220s. But you really rarely ever see the 130s or even the what is it, the 145, I think that's what it is. No, it's 155. My apologies. But I've always wanted a Case garden tractor, an earlier one, a Colt made. This is a Colt made Case, and I'll show you the tag here, right there. See, here's at 130. Here's old Abe the Eagle, and it's also got the hood ornament on the front, or the emblem, not a hood ornament. This is an emblem, and yeah, this is just too good of a survivor to get crushed. I couldn't let them crush this. When I saw it, I was like, you know, like I said, I had wanted a Case garden tractor, but I really didn't want to get a big wheeled one because I don't have the space for a big wheel Case. Well, I mean, I'd love to have one, but you know. So this one's also cool because the previous owner put these Ford Falcon hubcaps on, and that kind of gives it character. So we'll pop the hood. This hood's a little difficult to open. There we go. It's even got a hood prop. There we go. So this is a Kohler K321. You know, you put a car horn on it there. What else? Oh, this guy must have been a welder, because you can see he welded up this little bracket for the muffler. You know, he welded a little support for the seat. What else? Oh, the toolbox is also really cool. The paint on this tractor is mostly original. You can see it had tools in it when I got it, but I put them all in my shop for safekeeping. You know, here's a serial number for the tractor itself, transmission. But yeah, so basically it's what made the Case super unique was the fact that 99% of the Case garden tractors, not lawn tractors, only their garden tractors, was the fact that they had a hydraulic drive on them. or later on Case called it the high drive. And as you can see, the engine drove a hydraulic pump, and it went through these hydraulic lines to a hydraulic motor, which drove the transmission gears. And you can control the speed just by a simple spool valve down there. Just, you know, back is slow and forward is fast, and then of course you had your forward and reverse gears, and that's neutral. So yeah, it's a real basic system that worked really well. And this is the most simple system that Case came out with, or I should say Colt came out with, since Colt was the one who developed these tractors first. Case acquired the company in 1965. I'll do one decent walk around video of this tractor, since I've kind of been all over the place with it. This is another one of my projects I have to get around to getting going, because this would be a really fun tractor to bring to a show. And then I got the deck for it too. Here's the deck. It's a fabricated deck out of it's made out of diamond plated steel. I pulled this off the tractor, and oh man, did I have time getting this off. It took me about 3 hours. I had to use a torch and torch off the bolts. Holding it on. Yeah, it's a very decent deck. Got 3 blades. Super thick. This thing will never rust out. Another thing I forgot to mention I thought was really cool about the Case garden tractors is they have this little oil cooler down there, if you could see it. And it looks kind of like a radiator. You can see it better through the grill. And I always thought when I was little, when I first saw these Case tractors, I always thought, oh man, it looks like a real tractor, you know, because the oil cooler kind of looks like a radiator behind the grill. Even though obviously it's not. It's for cooling the oil. Then there's a little fan. If you can see it better on this side. Yeah, there you go. A little fan in there. Hooked directly up to the engine's crankshaft, and you know, it cools the oil that's going through the pump. I always thought that was just such an ingenious idea that Colt developed back then, and later on, you know, Case took over, and then Ingersoll was absorbed into the Case line of garden tractors, and they really pioneered the idea. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy.